Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a look at my December 2023 TBR. If you're interested in seeing what books I want to read this month, please stick around. I am filming this video immediately after filming my November 2023 reading recap. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. November was a little bit of a hot mess reading month for me, but I'm very excited to be filming my December 2023 TBR. I am filming this on December 1st, so we have just started the month, and I decided, because November was such a challenging reading month for me, to keep my TBR for December very short. That is what worked really well for me at the beginning of 2023, and I think that I need to make more of an effort to go back to that. I think that putting too many books on my TBR can be a little bit overwhelming, and I think in general it's okay to read less books. We want the quality to be really good, and so I want to try to get a little bit more choosier about what I'm reading, if that makes sense. The first book is one that I actually already started and I'm very excited about, and that is Along Came Holly by Codi Hall. This is a winter Christmassy romance. I have not read anything by Codi Hall before, though I know that this book is a part of an interconnected standalone series. I have one of the books in this series. There's something about Mary, and I haven't read it yet. I bought it last year, and then I feel like I got kind of sick of holiday romances halfway through the month and didn't end up reading it. So it's not on my TBR this year, but I do have it if I decide to pick up another holiday romance. I am only a few pages into this. I'm 30 pages into this right now, but very excited to give this a read. This was an ARC that I was fortunate enough to receive from Sourcebooks Casablanca, so thank you to them for that. But this book did come out back in September, so it is available to you all if you want to pick it up. The next book that we're going to talk about is another ARC. This is an ARC that I received from Bramble, which I believe is a part of Tor Publishing, and that is Remedial Magic by Melissa Marr. This book is coming out in February 2024. I was just very curious about this from the title, from the cover. It is the first book in what's going to be a series, the A Course for Magic series. So excited to read this. I don't know anything about it. I have not read the back at all, and I kind of want to leave it that way. Like I'm excited to go into this blind. The next book that we're going to talk about is my December 2023 Instagram challenge book. Every month of the year, I have been reading one book that was recommended to me by someone on Instagram. And I actually, hang on a second, I need to grab my reading journal because I cannot remember who recommended this one to me. Let's see, let me get to my page. Okay, so this book was recommended by @KimLynn18, and that is Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. Travis Baldree. I have heard so much about this book. Everyone says that this is such a wonderful, cozy fantasy, and I don't know that I have read a cozy fantasy before. I don't think I have, and I'm excited to try out that subgenre of fantasy, especially with a book that I've heard wonderful things about. So I'm very excited to give this a read. I'm like super excited that someone recommended it for my Instagram challenge because it's something that I know I would have wanted to get to eventually, but I don't know when I would have gotten to it, and this is forcing me to pick it up now. So very excited about that. The next book that we're going to talk about is my poetry book for December 2023 for my poetry challenge. This year I have read one book of poetry every month of the year, and I'm pumped about this one. This book is Artemis Made Me Do It by Trista. I have read Aphrodite Made Me Do It, and I've also read Persephone Made Me Do It, which are two other poetry collections from Trista in this series. I forget what she calls this series. I think it's called, I forget. And I hope she continues with it because I do think it's an interesting and fun series. I know this is the second book in that series, and Persephone Made Me Do It was the third book in that series. I actually got that as an ARC, and I do actually want to pick up the physical copy because her books of poetry have really wonderful artwork in them, and I think it's something that I didn't get to appreciate as much as I would have liked to in reading that ARC because it was digital and it was in black and white. So very excited to read Artemis Made Me Do It in the month of December. The next book that we're going to talk about is my mystery thriller book for December 2023 for my mystery thriller challenge. I have read one mystery thriller book every month of this year, and my book for December is going to be Not So Perfect Strangers by L.S. Stratton. This is one that I just saw at the bookstore, and the cover was very intriguing to me. I liked the dark image. I loved the bright neon green font. I loved the green spine, and I picked it up. It's been sitting on my shelf for months. When I picked it up, I had every intention of using it for this challenge. It just kind of kept getting pushed back. And so I definitely wanted to make sure that I read it in December 2023. One of these books that I know nothing about. I have no idea what this book is about, and I'm going to keep it that way. Very excited to give this a read. And then we are finishing off this TBR with another ARC. This ARC is from Avon Publishing, so thank you to them for sending this to me. And this is also a book that has already come out. I think it came out in October, and that is Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. So again, I got kind of sick of holiday romances last year, and so I didn't want to put too many on my TBR this year. I thought 2 was a good number. I did receive a couple of other holiday romance arcs that are just sitting on my shelf that I can pick up if I decide I want more, but 2 seemed like a good number. And I'm actually pretty excited about this one. I feel like at this point I'm a little hesitant with regards to Tessa Bailey releases. I absolutely loved It Happened One Summer. I thought it was so good. I gave it 5 stars. I fully stand behind that 5-star rating. I also read the companion novel to that, which was Hook, Line, and Sinker. I really enjoyed that. I gave that a 5-star. I don't know if it would stand up to that 5-star rating, but I do remember still really, really enjoying it. So I think even if I read it again and it didn't feel like a 5-star still, it would be a 4 or above. And then I read Secretly Yours earlier this year, and I really disliked that book. I just did not think it was good at all. And so I didn't pick up the companion novel to that. I decided I needed to give Tessa Bailey a little bit of some space. But when I saw that she came out with this holiday romance, I was excited to see what she had put together. So I'm interested and intrigued. I'm hoping that I really like this because I'd like to continue picking up Tessa Bailey books in the future, but I foresee myself deciding against that if I don't enjoy this. So we'll see what happens. And that is it for my TBR for December 2023. I think I have a really good stack of books for December, and I'm hoping I'm leaving myself a little bit of a wiggle room so that I can pick up some other stuff throughout the month if the mood strikes. What are you all reading for December 2023? I'm always curious to hear what you all have to say about books, so don't hesitate to put a comment down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.